What's up, Haunters, and welcome to my first Christmas video of 2025, and probably my only one until November. And why are we checking out Christmas stuff today? Well, we got some really cool information today about some new animatronics that are going to be sold this year as a part of Home Depot's Christmas lineup. There's about 6 new animatronics right here, and they're just so cool that I don't really want to wait till November to talk about them. I really want to cover them right now, because yeah, they're just really cool, and honestly, some of them I might just have to get this year, who knows. So anyways, that's enough talking for the intro. Let's, of course, get right into checking out these awesome Christmas animatronics. And as always, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all having a good day. So, overall, Home Depot's Christmas lineup this year looks like they have some good stuff. But the one thing is, it does seem like it might be a smaller lineup this year than years before, because they only have the 6 animatronics here set up at their manager's meeting, and last year, I don't even know how many animatronics we got for Christmas. It was definitely 10, maybe even more. So either we're getting less this year and we're only going to be seeing these 6 new ones, or there's some other releases that might be coming out later that they, of course, didn't have at their manager's meeting that they're keeping more surprise. But anyways, these 6 animatronics we're going to be checking out today here are all really cool. So yeah, let's, of course, get into the first group right here, which is, of course, the 3 new Disney ones, starting off with the brand new Mickey Mouse.
Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Alright, so right there is the brand new Mickey Mouse, which it is essentially the same one we got last year, but with a new costume now. Of course, if you remember last year, we got a Mickey Mouse animatronic where, of course, he was in his Santa suit. But now for this year, we're getting a new one where he's more in his traditional outfit, where, of course, he's shirtless and then wearing his red pants down there. But then he also has his iconic yellow shoes. And yeah, it looks like they are also keeping the Santa hat on top of him just to make him look more Christmassy, and they did add the scarf for him. Now, I will say the Santa Mickey, it was nice. I did like how it looks. I definitely do prefer the classic Mickey design over it, I would say. I don't know why, I just feel like the classic Mickey is better than him in some sort of Christmassy outfit. I feel like just having the Santa hat and the scarf on him is good enough to make him Christmassy because he does also have that Christmas audio. But anyways, it seems like the animation, everything is still the same, so he's gonna have the servo animation and everything. And yeah, the same audio line, so pretty much the exact same animatronic other than they're changing up the costume a bit. But overall, I definitely do prefer this new look of him. So anyways, right there's Mickey, and now let's check out what is probably my favorite Christmas animatronic of this year. Right here, we of course got Goofy.
Hi everyone! Today, I'm going to show you how to build a snowman. Step 1, gather your supplies. A scarf to keep our snow buddy warm, acorns for his eyes, a carrot for his nose. Wow! That brings us to step 2.
Alright, and right there, of course, was Goofy, which, overall, I'm gonna say it, Goofy might be the best Christmas animatronic ever. This guy just looks awesome. I'm a big fan of all these Disney characters, and Goofy is probably my favorite of the whole game. Or I guess Donald Duck's also pretty good, so in between those two, but yeah, I do really love the look of this Goofy guy right here. The head right there is awesome. It looks very cartoony, looks accurate to what Goofy is. Now, it would have been nice if it had some mouth movement, but for what it is, it's a pretty good head design, and it doesn't necessarily need the mouth animation, but I would like to see that. Then he has got his big molded gloves right there. This outfit right here, he's just wearing the green shirt. He's wearing these pants right here. And then, of course, he has the 2 different animations with him having the head animation where his head turns side to side. And then also the arm animation where he sort of moves that back and forth. And then, yeah, in the one hand right there, he's holding a book. And with this guy, it's sort of like he's telling you different Christmas stories. Seems like that's the vibe they're going with. Unlike the other Disney ones where they're typically singing, it seems. And yeah, the audio in this guy sounds really awesome. I love that Goofy voice. And it really just looks like a piece of the Disney parks. Like, it looks like it could be an animatronic in one of their attractions. So overall, this would just be awesome to have in my house. And Home Depot, if you're watching this, please bring this to Canada. I will buy it whatever the cost. If this seems $400, I'll still buy it. So anyways, Goofy right here, he's really awesome, and I would really love to get him.
Lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say.
Alright, and next up right there is the new Minnie Mouse, which, again with the Mickey, it's basically just a costume change they've done. Of course, the original Minnie Mouse, she's also in this Santa, or I guess Mrs. Claus suit. Then yeah, this new version right here is more of that just classic Minnie Mouse dress she's got on with all the polka dots. Then, of course, she still has the Santa hat up there along with the scarf. And overall, for this one, I will say I do prefer the look of the original Minnie Mouse we got last year. I think I prefer having the bow in the hair rather than the Santa hat. But for what it is, it's not the worst ever. I do like the new costume change they've done. But other than that, I think the animation is all completely the same and the audio, so it's just like Mickey, they've just redressed it into something new, so it's pretty much the same animatronic we had last year, but of course in this new costume. But overall, for what it is, it's a decent animatronic, and yeah, I'm a big fan of all these Disney ones right here. The 3 they're gonna have this year look really awesome. I am curious if they are gonna have Donald again, and if they are ever gonna release a Daisy one, but yeah, overall, these 3 is a solid lineup for this year. Alright, and moving on, the next animatronic right here. Unfortunately, we do not have a video of him being animated, which either means that he was just turned off in this video, or he is not animated, which would really suck. Yeah, overall, we got this Olaf guy right here, which he does look pretty cool. He just looks like something straight out of Frozen, I would say. It's a very nice design. Now, one thing I will say is, even though we don't see a demo of him in this video, after looking at him, I feel like he might be an animatronic that just roams around a room. Because he has this interesting round base right here. Looks like he's on this ice chunk, and I think it would make sense that underneath that it's hidden a little Roman mech, so he'll roam around, and maybe they had him turned off here just so he was always put in place there to just roam around this random area. But can't know for sure his animation, but I do really think it might be a Roman animatronic, which is alright. Still, Olaf right here has a nice design, and hopefully he is somewhat animated. I'd love it if he has voice lines too and everything, but I guess only time will tell what exactly he does. So overall, Olaf here, he's decent, and I can't wait to see a video of him.
You've been doing a fantastic job. You're officially on the nice list. The elves have been telling me how hard you've been trying. And don't forget to send me your letter.
Alright, and moving on, next up here, we've got a brand new Santa, which I think it's crazy how many Santas we've gotten so far from Home Depot. We've gotten the Jimmy Dancing Santa, we've gotten the SVI Santa, we've gotten, the Wishless Santa, the Hawaiian Santa, the Skeleton Santa, and probably even more Santas that I can't think of right now. We've got a lot of Santas, but this guy right here, I think, might be the Santa to beat all Santas, because this, of course, is the Servo Santa, which this guy looks awesome. He, of course, uses those servo movements to really bring him to life. He's got the eyes right there, which he can open and shut. He's got the mouth right there that looks like it moves. He's got the head that can turn different ways. And then he's also got the side-to-side motion and the hand motion right there. So, yeah, a lot of motion packed into this guy. I think he's definitely the best Santa we've seen so far. And he looks nice, too. He just looks like this jolly man type of thing. Overall, it looks like a good quality Santa. And honestly, I've always wanted a Santa animatronic, so with them having a Servo one this year, maybe it's time that I finally get a Santa animatronic, because, yeah, this guy looks awesome, and I'm a fan of it. So overall, this guy, really cool.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Alright, and moving on, the next one we got right here, which is the last one we've seen in this video. Which, of course, I had to mute the audio there in the little clip for him, since he, of course, plays the Grinch song. But yeah, overall, we're getting a new Grinch this year, which they've sort of attempted to give him a more realistic look, I think is what they're going for this year. Which I will say, I do like the idea of it, but in execution, the one big issue I have with it is, the Grinch is a very hairy creature, but it just kind of looks like he's skin all over. They did try to put the indents into it to make it look like it's fur, but yeah, the lack of fur, I think, just really makes it off-putting for me. Now, he still does look decent, the head design, everything's good. Looks like it's full latex, of course, with that moving mouth and everything. I would have liked if they still had the fur on him in some way. That makes me slightly like the older Gemmy models more, just because I like how they have more of that hairy Grinch design, which looks more accurate to the cartoon. But overall, this new face looks good. And then he also has the hands right there, which look to be molded plastic, and his legs and everything. Then, of course, he's in his Santa suit right here. So, overall, it's alright, but honestly, I think I still prefer the Gemmy versions, but he's not too bad. One thing I will say is, in his demo right here, of course, the Grinch song is playing, and then he's singing along to it, which doesn't really make sense. He's not the one that sings that song, it's not even in his voice. But anyways, that's beyond the point. Of course, this new Grinch guy right here, my final thoughts, I think he's alright. He could be better, but yeah, he just needs that hair on there, but for what he is, I like the idea of making the new sculpture right here, and it looks alright. And with all that said, everyone, that of course is it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy. Just a shorter one today. There's only these 6 guys to check out compared to the 20 or so we had in the Halloween reveals. But anyways, it looks like a solid lineup for this year, and if I were to get any, I think I'd definitely get Goofy. He's awesome, so hopefully he does come to Canada. Now, I feel like he wouldn't come to Canada, which would suck, but maybe if they only have a smaller lineup here, they will bring him. But anyways, that's it. Definitely tell me down below what you think of this year's Christmas animatronics from Home Depot. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, which will most likely be a Halloween video. So anyways, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.